Number 1. You need to detox with juice cleanses. Imagine waking up and deciding your intestines are full of regret and unfiltered sin, so you drink nothing but neon-colored fruit sludge for a week. Congratulations! You've just bought into one of the most popular health scams of the 21st century, the juice cleanse. Here's the reality. Your body already has a detox system. It's called your liver and kidneys. They're not perfect, but they've been filtering your internal trash fire since day one. No $12 celery shot required. When you go on a juice cleanse, you're not detoxing. You're just starving your body of essential proteins, fiber, fats, and in some cases, basic dignity. And the fun part? These cleanses can actually slow down your metabolism, mess up your electrolyte balance, and even lead to kidney damage if done obsessively. Some people have landed in the ER not because their body was toxic, but because they tried to purge toxins that weren't even there. It's like trying to fix a clogged sink by lighting your kitchen on fire. Number 2, you can sweat out a fever. You know that old advice? Bundle up, sweat it out, you'll feel better. Right, because what every overworked immune system needs is dehydration and a heat stroke. This myth has been passed down like a cursed family heirloom, usually by someone handing you ginger tea and 5 blankets. But here's what actually happens. When you have a fever, your body is already raising its internal temperature to fight infection. Adding external heat, layers, saunas, blankets, or doing push-ups because the virus needs to get scared, pushes your core temp even higher, which can lead to delirium, fainting, and in rare cases, febrile seizures. The proper response to a fever is hydration, rest, and maybe a doctor, not turning your bed into a boiling hot cocoon of bad decisions. Sweating out a fever? More like sweating your way into a medical emergency. Number 3, natural, ill-safe. Don't worry, it's all natural. Famous last words of someone about to rub essential oil of cyanide on their gums. This myth has led to everything from toxic mushroom poisonings to people drinking bleach because it had the word miracle in the name. Just because something grows from the ground doesn't mean your body wants it inside you. Hemlock is natural. So are arsenic and snake venom. Would you like those sprinkled on your gluten-free toast? Natural remedies can be useful. Many modern meds are derived from plants, but they're also unregulated in a lot of places. That means dosage, side effects, and interactions with your meds are a big old question mark. So if you're mixing random herbs from an internet witch doctor while on blood pressure meds, you might accidentally cast a spell that sends you straight to the ICU. Number 4, cracking your knuckles causes arthritis. Click. Pop. Cue the look of horror from someone across the room whispering, "You're gonna regret that when you're old." Well, plot twist. Science says, nope, knuckle cracking has been studied for decades, and there's zero evidence that it causes arthritis. The popping sound? It's just bubbles of gas collapsing inside the joint fluid, kind of like tiny joint farts. Gross? Maybe. Dangerous? Not at all. The real danger is in how people try to stop it. Some folks use splints, avoid moving their fingers, or weirdly overcompensate in the opposite direction, which can mess with mobility long-term. Moral of the story? Crack your knuckles if it brings you joy. It's not arthritis knocking, it's just gas. Number 5, starving the cold, feeding a fever. This one sounds so specific that people just believe it must be true, like it came from some ancient village doctor with a beard made of garlic and sorrow. But the starve a cold, feed a fever myth is medically confusing, dangerous, and just plain wrong. Your immune system doesn't follow diet rules. When you're sick, cold or fever, your body needs energy to function. Skipping food deprives it of fuel, which slows down recovery. And if you're sick with something nasty like the flu, not eating can make you even more fatigued, dizzy, and prone to complications. Also, fever often suppresses appetite, so feeding a fever may not even be realistic. Meanwhile, forcing yourself to starve during a cold could just weaken you further and prolong your viral misery. So yeah, don't ration your nutrition based on rhymes. You're not writing a medieval spell book. You're just sick. Eat when you're hungry. Rest. Drink water. Let your immune system do its thing. Because starve a cold sounds a lot like malnourish yourself when you're already dying inside. Number 6. If you swallow gum, it stays in your stomach for 7 years. Okay, who started this one? Was it a dentist? A sadistic babysitter? Either way, it's a myth that somehow survived decades without a single fact to support it. Swallowed gum does not sit in your stomach like a sticky time capsule. Yes, it's true that your body can't digest gum, but that doesn't mean it builds a condo in your intestines. It just passes through like other indigestible things. Corn kernels, for example. Don't lie, you've seen them. Unless you're swallowing massive amounts of gum daily, like you're part snake, part bubble tape, it's gonna slide right out the other end in a day or two. No intestinal drama, no sticky blockage. The real problem is the anxiety people get about swallowing gum by accident. So here's your permission. If it happens, chill. You didn't just sign up for a 7-year digestive lease. You just had a snack with commitment issues. Number 7. You should drink 8 glasses of water a day. This might be the most innocent-sounding health myth on Earth, and it still has the power to ruin lives. The idea that everyone needs to drink exactly 8 8-ounce glasses of water a day is health misinformation dressed in yoga pants. Your hydration needs depend on your activity level, the climate, your diet, and your body size. You do need water, just not in a standardized government-issued quantity like you're a houseplant in the military. In fact, drinking too much water, especially in a short time, can lead to hyponatremia, a condition where your sodium levels drop so low that your cells swell, including the ones in your brain. That's right, drinking too much water can cause confusion, seizures, and in extreme cases, death. You don't want to hydrate yourself into a coma, so listen to your body. Thirst is not a moral failing. It's literally your body's push notification that you need to drink. You don't need to live in fear of the hydration police. Just don't go chugging 3 liters because your smartwatch told you to. Number 8, if you're bleeding, tilt your head back. If you get a nosebleed and immediately lean back like you're sunbathing, congrats. You've just sent a stream of blood down your throat. Hope you like the taste of iron and regret. This myth has been passed around like bad karaoke at a middle school health class. But tilting your head back doesn't stop the bleeding. It just reroutes it to your esophagus, where it can irritate your stomach or make you nauseous. Worst case, you choke on your own blood. Super fun. The actual correct move is to lean slightly forward and pinch the soft part of your nose. That lets the blood drain out safely while giving the vessels inside a chance to close up. Leaning back is like ignoring a smoke alarm because you're tired. Moral of the story, if blood is leaving your face, don't send it on a road trip to your lungs. Number 9, you need antibiotics for a cold. You feel awful. You're sneezing like a lawn sprinkler. Your head feels like it's been stuffed with angry cotton balls. So you head to the doctor and demand the magic cure, antibiotics. Because they kill bacteria, right? Gotta kill whatever this is. Except, most colds are viral, and antibiotics don't do anything to viruses. Giving you antibiotics for a virus is like trying to fix a broken iPhone by hitting it with a hammer. It's overkill, it's stupid, and it probably makes things worse. Not only will they not help, but they can actually wreck your gut microbiome, the delicate ecosystem of bacteria inside your intestines that helps digest food, regulate your immune system, and probably judges your diet silently. Oh, and let's not forget the real kicker. Every time we use antibiotics when we don't need them, we help breed superbugs, as in bacteria that evolved to resist the drugs that once worked. So next time someone uses antibiotics like breath mints, they might be personally contributing to the rise of the next medieval-style plague. No pressure. Number 10, cold weather makes you sick. It's cold outside. You forgot your jacket. Boom! You've just scheduled a week of coughing and NyQuil. Or have you? Let's be clear, cold weather doesn't cause colds. Viruses do, and they don't ride in on frosty wind gusts like microscopic Elsa villains. You're more likely to get sick in winter because people huddle indoors with poor air circulation, sharing germs in tiny heated boxes of recycled breath. That said, the cold can suppress parts of your immune system slightly and dry out your nasal passages, which can make infections more likely if you're exposed to a virus. But the idea that cold air just directly gives you a cold? Not true. Blaming cold weather for your sickness is like blaming the couch for your bad posture. Technically involved, but not the real problem. Number 11, you should put butter on burns. Oh, you burned yourself cooking again? Quick, grab the fridge butter. Nothing says wound care like slathering dairy on damaged skin, right? Yeah, no. This ancient home remedy is a greasy lie. Butter doesn't soothe burns, it traps heat, which is the opposite of what you want. Burns keep cooking your skin from the inside for minutes after contact. The goal is to stop the heat, not turn your arm into a pan-seared tragedy. Worse, butter isn't sterile. You're basically sealing bacteria into a moist, damaged area and inviting infection. It's like putting mayo on a paper cut and calling it science. The correct move? Run the burn under cool, not ice-cold water for 10 to 20 minutes. Then cover it loosely with a clean bandage. No condiments required. Number 12. Sugar makes kids hyper. Every parent's worst nightmare. Birthday parties, cake, and the inevitable sugar-fueled chaos that follows. Screaming, running, bouncing off walls like tiny caffeinated demons. But here's the twist. Sugar isn't to blame. Studies have repeatedly shown that sugar doesn't actually make kids hyper. It's more about expectation bias. Parents expect sugar to cause chaos, so they notice every wild behavior afterward and blame the cake. Also, birthday parties themselves are overstimulating. There's music, gifts, balloons, 10 other kids yelling, and probably a guy dressed as Spider-Man doing cartwheels. Sugar is just the convenient scapegoat for what's actually just kids being overstimulated weirdos. So next time your little goblin goes feral after a cupcake, remember, it's not the frosting, it's the chaos, and possibly the clown. Number 13. You should pee on a jellyfish sting. Ah yes, the golden rule of beach injuries. Someone gets stung, and suddenly everyone's looking around like, alright, who's gonna whip it out? Thanks to pop culture, looking at you, friends, the idea that urine neutralizes jellyfish venom has become infamous. But scientifically, it's mostly nonsense. Pee can actually trigger more venom release if the concentration or temperature is wrong. The sting cells, called nematocysts, can be sensitive to certain changes in pH or heat, and your beachside bathroom break might just make things worse. The better solution? Rinse the sting with vinegar, which helps inactivate venom release from most jellyfish species. Then gently remove any tentacles with tweezers, not your bare hand. And no, don't rub sand on it. This isn't Iron Chef, Paint Edition. Also, pro tip, if someone eagerly volunteers to pee on you, maybe reevaluate that friendship. Number 14. Shaving makes hair grow back thicker. You shaved your legs, or your face, or your weirdly hairy toe. And now, as the hair grows back, it feels thicker, darker, stronger, like it's preparing for revenge. But this is a tactile illusion, not a follicular conspiracy. When you shave, you're cutting hair at its thickest point, the base. So when it grows back, the blunt edge feels coarser, but the hair itself isn't actually changing in thickness, color, or growth rate. It's just stubbly. This myth has stopped people from shaving places they probably wanted to shave, all because they feared waking up one day looking like a werewolf with a beard made of shame. Truth is, shaving doesn't change your hair's genetics. You can't hack your way into thicker brows or bushier beards by attacking them with a razor. Sorry. Number 15. Vitamin C can prevent colds. You feel that first tickle in your throat, and suddenly you're slamming orange juice like it's holy water. Because you've been told that vitamin C is the ultimate cold barrier, right? Well, sort of. Vitamin C may reduce the duration of colds by a small margin if taken regularly. But once you're already sick, chugging 14 oranges worth of vitamin C won't stop the sniffles. It just gives you expensive pee. Also, megadoses can lead to nausea, kidney stones, and other very not fun experiences. So, if you're treating vitamin C like a miracle drug, remember, your immune system isn't a vending machine. You don't just insert oranges and receive health. You're better off with regular balanced nutrition, hand washing, and not licking public railings. Final words. So yeah, turns out a lot of the stuff we grew up believing about health is either misunderstood, twisted, or just straight up garbage passed down like a cursed family recipe. If anything, this whole list proves one thing. Your body is complex, weird, and easily offended by bad advice. Trust science, question TikTok remedies, and maybe stop putting butter on your wounds. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.